welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I'm Jennifer Glatzhofer, a musical theatre performer, a voice teacher, and today I will be reacting to another Morissette cover. This time, She Used to Be Mine. I already reacted to her Defying Gravity, which you then all suggested to me in the comments that I should go and check this one out. I was very stunned by her performance in my previous reaction. Wow. So I am very much excited to hear how she takes on this song. Just a little reminder that this is a reaction and analysis video, so I will be stopping and talking about what I'm hearing vocally. If you'd rather watch the full video uninterrupted, I've popped the link in the description below, so do go and check it out. Otherwise, let's just be really wowed by Morissette's voice. If, however, you like what I'm doing over here and want to support me and my channel even more, I do have my own Patreon page, so do go ahead and check that out. If you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe. Let's get to it. Similar to the other video where where Morissette was singing Defying Gravity, there's a little bit of talk at the beginning. I won't pop it in here because I want to get to the main purpose of the video, which is She Used to Be Mine, but I have watched it. And a lot of you did actually mention that she got her first theatre kind of role, Camp Rock, and she played the leading role. She sang a little bit here, so do go and check out the full video. She just seems like a really fun, down-to-earth person, and that's what's like really nice because she's also just really, really talented.
It's not simple to say that most days I don't recognize me, that these shoes and this apron, that place and its patrons have taken more than I gave them.
It starts off like it's quite breathy. We have quite an aspirate onset from Morissette here, which means that her vocal folds aren't closing all the way. They are letting breath out. So we have like, not bubbles, but like basically they're not coming all the way. So we have it a little bit whisper-like, which sets it off that she hasn't got this clear anchored support, but she is setting it off story-wise very, very vulnerable, very kind of purposely unstable because of the storytelling of this. High emotions, right? And we know Morissette has a very, very strong connected voice, so it's very much a choice here. She's also kind of really rounding out her vowels and placing them forward, which is really, really lovely.
It's not easy to know I'm not anything that I used to be, although it's true I was never attention sweet center. I still remember that girl. She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine.
Nice. Little fact running at the bottom as well about Phantom. Yeah, so throughout the majority of this, Morissette is choosing an aspirate onset where we hear a lot of breath, as I mentioned before in the first beginning phrase. Occasionally we hear a connected voice, but it's not until, I think it's the word all, I'll go back to it, that she really leans, it's an open vowel shape, which means that we are going to have this darker feel to it. Naturally, we can brighten that up if we think of other things, but naturally we might be going for, it might favor a darker sound. But yeah, that's where we kind of lean into the sound a little bit more, get a little bit more connected. She's doing lovely things with her mouth as well. Is it beautiful? I need to go back to listen to that last bit again, but really kind of pursed lips. Again, elongating that vocal tract. Really, really nice.
She's kind. She is lonely.
Lonely. only. She kind of does a nice oh only to help with that sound as well. And again, she's kind of leading with breath here.
But she's kind. She is lonely.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Most of the time.
Here.
She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie.
Yeah.
She is gone, but she used to be mine.
Yeah, lovely, nice and open, relaxed mouth. A little bit of a tilt up here. Probably because this is the first time we've kind of got a little bit more of a chestier feel to this. So we've got the cricoid kind of wanting to get involved as well because we want to get that chest involved. So yeah, there is a little bit of this going on, but everything else is placed really, really, really well. So she's just setting herself up for what's to come, and it's just, it seems so easy on it. We can just watch her and we're not going because she's got it.
It's not what I asked for.
Here we are very much more connected.
Sometimes a lie, she slips in through a back door and carves out a person and makes you believe it's all true. And now I got a you.
Again, we've got a U. She really loves this kind of mouth shape. It's really nice because it makes it a little bit darker rather than flipping up to the top or you. We get a nice clear ooh vowel. But acting wise, she's making lovely choices and we can really see her thought process through this. It's really nice.
She slips in through a back door.
She's talking that. She slips in through a back door. Whatever. It's just, again.
And it's not what I asked for. Sometimes a lie. She slips in through a back door.
Just slips, yeah.
Carves out a person and makes you believe it's all true.
That all true. She is just happening on the right times. And it's so good because she's listening to what she is singing.
A back door and carves out a person and makes you believe it's all true.
Yeah, and completely different to the first verse.
And now I got you. You're not what I asked for. If I'm honest, I know I would give it all back for a chance to start over.
Ooh.
And rewrite an ending or two for the girl that I know who'll be reckless just enough, who gets hurt but who learns how to toughen up when she's bruised and gets used by a man who can't love, and then she'll get stuck.
Okay, right. Let's just break down what we have. I love, again, it's kind of similar to the Defying Gravity. She is making this her own. So we're going to hear those growls because Morissette's the queen of growl. Like, we're going to hear that, right? Squeaks as well. She added a little squeak here because, you know, it's her own cover. It's her own live on stages session. You know, it's her own kind of musical theatre. Morissette singing all this her own way. Go for it. And she's doing it at the right kind of, you know, on the gets used. Emotionally, that's heartbreaking, like what she is singing about. So having that kind of growliness in there really works. What is really interesting as well is that Morissette is going for it a little bit more beltier here, right? Really lovely, relaxed still with her mouth, really nice and easy up there, like for her. She's not straining at all. She's beautifully placing that in her mix, meaning that we have a lighter feel to it, whilst also extending our chest voice, mixing these two elements together to get this really nice and secure for her. And then because of that, she can also opt for a softer mix, because a mix doesn't have to be 50-50 chest and head voice, right? We can play around with balances depending on what sound we're after. As long as it feels good, keep going. Let me just go back to an example of how fast she kind of changes the thickness of the sound.
For the girl that I know who'll be reckless just enough.
So reckless, we're air, like really big. Then on the just enough, we come back. And it's just all like in the space of a couple of seconds, right?
For the girl that I know who'll be reckless, just enough.
And still so much cry to keep that connected.
Gets hurt, but who learns how to toughen up.
That toughen up.
When she's bruised and gets used by a man who can't love.
Yeah, that gets is something. All the other growls are so lovely, but that gets, there is something there. I think it's because we're on this air vowel, and she places it so healthily that then it's just like the cherry on top.
But who learns how to toughen up when she's bruised and gets used by a man who can't love. And then she'll get stuck and be scared of the life that's inside her, getting stronger each day. Till it finally reminds her to fight just a little.
Right, I know the big note's coming up. Let's just talk about what's happened here. Look at the placement of Morissette's tongue. It is just flat there, relaxed, not getting in the way. If anything, it's a little bit more forward. Just, the tongue is huge. We've talked about this before. It likes to get in the way. Pop it a little bit forward to get that sound forward rather than it wanting to come back. Will help with that anchoring, will help with that placement.
Of the life that's inside her,
Yeah.
getting stronger each day. Till it finally reminds her to fight just a little, to bring back the fire in her.
Can you see that tongue want to go forward a bit?
eyes. That's been good, but she used to be mine. Oh, she used to be mine.
And then a beautiful, on that long, while supported and anchored note, she then has the ability to include a diminuendo and really soften up, still all while on this ah vowel. And we don't hear any shifts. It is so beautifully controlled. Also, the opt up, wow. So we are so tiny already. Like, well, actually on that ah mine vowel, we are quite heavily in our chest. We sneak up there by thinking of it being in a tiny place, which is why then we have so much whine to get that, not whine, whininess, to get that loud, to get that volume, not the heaviness. We are not reaching up. Morissette is not reaching up with her thicker folds there, which is where we are in our chest voice. But yeah, that mine note is a chest dominant mix. It's not fully chested, but it has a lot of that in there. Notice as well how everything is narrow, right? Opening downwards, but there is slightly a little bit of a smile on her teeth as well to really ping off her cheeks, get a brighter sound up there, and to also keep her anchored throughout. It's a long note, and she stays on there, holds it, then adds a little inflection at the end. She needs to be supported for that. Another little thing that she does is use a kind of stepping note to get then onto the mine. I'll point it out when we listen to it again. Look, watch at the arm movements as well. So much anchor and support to help her. It, like I said, is huge.
To fight just a little, to bring back the fire in her eyes. That's been good, but she used to be
Stepping note.
mine. Oh, she used to be mine.
Yeah, and she uses that mine to kind of go there. She doesn't break off the voice like I did, but that that little section to get softer. Let's listen one more time to that loud belt because she is kind of going, oh, she used to be. On that she vowel, E favors a higher sound, right? A higher register. What I mean by this is that if we're singing up there, I think that's the note we hit. What was it? So Morissette is belting beautifully. She's belting a F sharp 5 up there on that. Notice how it's in the upper register, right? It's in our head voice. But when we E The tongue is high, the small space, it favors that head voice sound. For us to get a little bit more of that chest connection in there, an extended chest calling kind of feel to it, so that we are then mixing and getting that belt in there, stylistically choosing to belt, we are going to open up that she to an I vowel. She. So notice how then we can drop down that jaw and then we can get some of that calling feel to it, that speech-like quality to it. Therefore, we are not squeezing. That larynx does not want to follow up there. We're keeping that larynx in a lovely free position. Those arms. A little bit of a pinch.
She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She's all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie.
There's that face again.
She is gone, but she used to be mine.
Yes. Nice. Yeah, so she's purposely allowing us to hear her voice break there because, again, storytelling wise, she has poured out her heart. She's screamed, she used to be mine. She's screaming for help. She's like, what do I do? So here she's had that pouring moment out of her heart. And now she's returning back to, this is real life. My heart hurts. So all that I'm laughing, I don't mean this, like it's beautifully, it's sad. And Morissette is portraying this really, really lovely in her own way with all those little squeaks and growls. But here she just gets really, really raw, really, really just focusing in, honing in on the words, kind of collapsing to us, right? And she's allowing us to hear those cracks and flips to complement the story. Oh boy, Morissette has done it again. Her voice, really suits musical theatre. I can tell why she did what she did. She was able to do that because she is just such healthy, clean belts up there, and it's so well supported. And she could do this for a very long time and feel absolutely great. It's a real joy to see. Thank you very much for being here and joining me today. If you did enjoy this video, please do go ahead and click that subscribe button, the bell button, and the thumbs up button. And I will see you very soon for another video. Bye!